Hey guys, it's your girl Twinkle123, aka Des, back with another video. And as you can tell from the title, today we're doing a seafood boil. Actually, one of my favorite meals to make. I only usually do it on special occasions or if I'm really in the mood for some seafood. Because, yeah, seafood is expensive and it seems to be getting more expensive as the days go by. But anyway, if you're interested in seeing how I make my seafood boil, stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're gonna just go ahead and start off with the ingredients. I have over here. Oh, okay, so we'll go ahead and start off first with the star of the show, which is the seafood, of course. So if you come over here, I have them chilling in some cold water, but I have me a half a pound of headless deveined shrimp, white shrimp. Easy peel. I got these from my local grocery store. I have one cluster, about half a pound of snow crab legs. And then I have about a pound of scallops here. I've never tried scallops before, so I'm very excited to try them. I usually just do shrimp and crab legs, but today we'll be doing some scallops, so that's exciting. Alrighty, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you real quick. I have my pot of water already boiling, so let me show you my pot of water on the stove real quick. Okay, and as you can see, I have a quart-sized pan here, and it usually is fine for just what I'm cooking. Hopefully, it still is fine with me adding the scallops, but I got a quart. I have a quart pan here, and then I filled it up about halfway with water, because you have to leave room for when you put all your seafood and your ingredients in here. You don't want it to overflow, so that's why it is only halfway filled. And then after this comes to a boil, we'll start actually putting in some of our ingredients. So I just have it on high right now, letting it get to boil, and then we'll get ready to come back over here to start adding our ingredients. Okay, and so for the rest of our ingredients, I also will be doing some andouille sausage. I went ahead and cut it up. This is about half a length of andouille sausage, and I kind of cut them in diagonal kind of shapes like this. And I like doing like this because it makes it easier to dip whenever I'm eating my seafood with the sauce that I have for it. It just makes it more convenient. So I cut them up like that. I have some red potatoes here that I will be cutting up later. I have half an onion. I have 2 halves of lemons, which I always just cut up 2 halves. I usually use one when I'm boiling my seafood, and then I use the other for like my sauce, and then for after I'm eating my seafood. I have 3 ears of frozen corn. I have a bulb of garlic that I have already just kind of opened up, so I'm going to throw those all in with my onion whenever my water comes to a boil. I also have here some Old Bay seasoning, and I'm really a big fan of Slap Your Mama, so I got that too. And I'm also going to be adding in 3 eggs, so that we can boil those too, but they're still in the refrigerator because I didn't want them to you know, to get too warm sitting out. So, but I will be doing like 3 or 4 large boiled eggs also. Okay, and then I will be making a little sauce, and you can make whatever sauce you want, but this is the kind of sauce concoction that I have found that I really enjoy eating. And it has this is about 4 cloves of garlic that I have minced. This is about a half of an onion, half a large onion. Actually, the other half of that one. Some brown sugar. In here I have some pepper. I have some seasoning salt. I have some pepper flakes, red pepper flakes. I have some onion powder, and I have some garlic powder. And then because I like it a little hot and spicy, you already know, I have me some 2-time spicy sauce that I throw in there too. And then I have 2 sticks of butter, which are still in the refrigerator because I didn't want them to melt, but I'll bring that out when I get ready to start the sauce process. And sometimes I even squeeze a little lemon in there depending on how I'm feeling that day. So I might squeeze some lemon in there today. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the ingredients that I'm going to be using today. It's real simple, real quick, real easy, but it's delicious. So stay tuned, and we'll start adding our stuff to the pot. All right, guys, so we're back. We're over here at the pot now. As you can see, our pot is starting to boil. You see the bubbles at the bottom? Yeah, that's what we want to see. All right, so since it is ready to go, we're going to start. We're going to start by putting in some of our seasoning. We're going to start with some Old Bay. I just kind of put a generous amount. It just depends on how you like your food seasoned. I like mine seasoned very well, so I like to be generous. But you know, hey, everybody got their preference, right? So I just kind of give it a generous amount, as you can see I'm doing. A little bit more. And then I'm gonna go in with some Slap Your Mama, and I'm just gonna sprinkle, you know, generous amount of that in there too. Yeah, buddy. Alrighty. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick my whole half onion in there. Alright. And then I'm going to stick all of my cloves of garlic, I'm sorry, in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my lemon. I'm going to just squeeze the lemon juice in there. And then I'm going to drop the whole lemon in there. And then I'm going to let that continue to boil. And as that continues to boil, we're just going to go ahead and stir. Stir that all together in there. All that goodness. Alright, we'll let that keep boiling and we'll be back, okay? Okay, guys, and as you can see, we're still boiling really well here. I went ahead and grabbed the top for it. Okay. So while that's staying good and hot, I'm going to go ahead and add my frozen corn. I had 3 frozen corns here. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. Hope my pot is big enough. We're going to pray on that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my sausages. So we're going to go ahead and slowly add that in there. You don't want it to splash and get you. Alrighty. Okay. And then I am going to also go ahead and add my potatoes. And I'm going to just show you kind of how I cut them up. I cut my potatoes like in sizes about that thick because I just like being able to scoop when I'm eating, and I'm eating it with my sauce, so that's why I cut them like that. So, and it makes more potatoes. So if you're feeding a lot of people, instead of cutting your potato in half, cut it like in 3s, and it offers more potatoes for people who love potatoes. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my eggs so they can start boiling too. Actually, with the eggs, be kind of careful because you don't want to crack them. So kind of put them in a spoon and kind of let them slide in to the bottom. And then that way you don't have to worry about cracking. You want those eggs good and whole in your seafood bowl. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do 4 eggs. That's about what I have left in my carton anyway. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that. Alrighty, and so we're going to let this get back up to boil because since we've added a whole bunch of stuff to it, it cooled the water down a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and let this get back up to boil, and then probably about 10 or so minutes we'll come back and check, and then we'll be ready hopefully to add our seafood in. Okay guys, so we are back, and as you can see here, we are checking our boil just to see kind of how things are looking. I'm checking, you know, the texture of the potatoes. I'm checking, you know, to see if the meat is good and floating, which it is, as you can see. And I'm sorry here, this is where my picture and frame start kind of freezing, but I wanted to make sure that I got on here and explain what was going on. I just put in my crab leg, so I put that in, and I'm gonna let that boil for about 5 or so minutes, and then after that boils, then I'm going to go ahead and add the scallops, and as you see me doing here, adding the scallops, and then I'm going to add the shrimp last, because the shrimp takes the least amount of time to cook. So we're adding that in, and I'm going to let it continue to boil for another about 5 or 6 minutes, because like I say, that shrimp is not going to take long at all, and neither will those scallions. All right, and so I'm checking back here. It's been about 5-6 minutes or so, and as you can see, everything looks done. So I'm going ahead and starting removing the items first. I'm trying to remove the shrimp and the scallops, because since they take the least amount of time to cook, I want to try to get them out as early as possible so they don't get tough. So you see me here just removing everything from the pot and putting it to the little aluminum pan that I have already ready there on the side. So I'm just trying to do it as quickly as possible, because like I said, I don't want those shrimp to get too hard on me. But oh, look how beautiful that crab leg cluster looks. Yeah, I was so excited. I was so hungry and excited all at the same time. But so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish removing all of the items out of the pot so that I can get ready to season the rest of the seafood boil. And yeah, guys, looks like we are done with all the seafood. And as you can see, it takes no time at all. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and give you a little bit of what I had left after a lot of my footage got deleted. But with the sauce, I went ahead and grilled the onions and minced garlic and a little bit of olive oil. Once those were grilled, I went ahead and added in the 2 sticks of butter, let that melt down, and as you can see here, I went ahead and added the seasoning in, and then I'm adding in the brown sugar. I also added in a little bit of the 2-time spicy sauce. I kept stirring until it came to a simmer. All right, guys, here is our finished product, our seafood boil. As you can see here, I am going ahead and adding some more Old Bay seasoning on top, just sprinkling a little bit more. I'm also gonna add a little bit more of the Slap Your Mama and a little bit of dried parsley, just for color and decoration. I have my sauce finally finished. I'm sorry I didn't get to show y'all the finished product of the sauce because my video frame was acting up, but there it is here on the side, and I'm going to take a little bit of the sauce and drizzle it on top. The sauce came out wonderfully as usual, so I'm just going to drizzle just a little bit of it all over the top, and just to have it just to add a little more flavor to it. But I'm also keeping, you know, that over there to the side so I can dip. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.